My partner told me about a fight with his ex. I'm on her side. My partner and I each had several significant relationships before we met. We are both in therapy and have learned a lot from that. So we are very comfortable processing past relationships together. One of my partner's past relationships soured quickly, which led to years of resentment and frustration before it ended. When he processed past arguments with his ex, he sometimes said she picked a fight. But when he tells the story, I quietly find that I am often on a side. I find it odd that he, with all his otherwise tremendous self-awareness, cannot move past what to me feels like a somewhat skewed take on someone else's valid frustration. I love him and I always want to be on his team, but I feel oddly guilty as a woman for not speaking up in defense of his ex in those moments. She sounds generally immature, but that doesn't mean she was always wrong. It also makes me wonder if he will someday regard my own real and valid frustration as picking fight. It is in my place. In my place to challenge his understanding of arguments I wasn't there to witness, or is it best to bite my tongue and simply listen, knowing that all perspectives are inherently skewed and limited, name withheld? On this topic, your partner strikes you as the classic unreliable narrator who effectively testifies against himself, providing the listener with the evidence that his understanding of things is wrong. What's more, you worry that you are seeing the future in this the contested past. Your partner seems blinkered in his view of this other acts, and you wonder whether the same blinkered gaze will come to rest on you. So first, let's ask why you haven't already shared your perspective. I'm guessing that you held that back because you fear that your partner will feel unsupported and even betrayed if you take his ex's side. For one thing, it's hard to tell whether someone was picking a fight. If you wanted there to assess the emotional atmosphere and the tone in which remarks were made, he may think that loving partners will give each other the benefit of the doubt. In situations like this, a fair point. For all that, you are entitled to your interpretation of those recounted interactions. I'm inclined to agree with those philosophers who argue that we have some scope about what we believe, and that relationship may affect what we should believe, but not when the evidence is sufficiently compelling. You think when you think. You also raise the issue of solidarity with other women, which might lead you to give her the benefit of the doubt instead. I don't know how large a role this plays in your thinking. One counterfactual to entertain. Suppose that your partner or bisexual and asks for another man, would you have responded differently? If this was simply a matter of the past, you could ask yourself how important it is to contest his interpretation, how important it is to get it right. But again, this is clearly also about the present and the future, that he's assuming you'll see things as he does suggest that he doesn't understand you as well as you might hope? Are there other signs that you are not entirely in accord about how people who are coupled should treat each other? Conversation about former relationship are part of your current relationship. The fact that this issue is weighing on your mind argues for finding a way to take it up lovingly and supportively, as you say. Maybe gently contesting his interpretation of the past could lead to a larger conversation about how to move beyond it.